Mao, Led Mine and 49, Mark Rogovin, Matty Doyle, Moggy 43, Nico 278, MP Ralphan, Phil, whoops, here we go. Got a little bit of time before this scenario starts. Surge UK, Shark Mad, Simulation Nerd, Chicken Gamer King, Dusty Bin Man, Turbo Train Spotting, Transfan 898, Tungsten Ring Boilers, and Van Harido and Yorkshire 2055. We got there in the end. Right. So, Tom Ciavaju, LNR and BR, Macab 744, Malcolm Note, Perseverate, PVRS Productions. Welcome, folks. Right, so, on this fine day, with my brand spanking new track IR5, oh yes, so I'm hoping that we've seen an end to oops, put the reverser back in the middle. Put some PZB goodies on. Right. So, yes, track IR5. See this? It's got this track clip thing which is hooked up to that, so no track IR on the helmet, on the hat these days. I thought I'd keep the hat on though because it tones down the brightness and the reflections. What? Dark's given me 4 fails already? Oh, that's harsh. Oh dear, oh dear. Do you see green? That's my signal down there. So hello everybody. What are we doing tonight? I like that. That's really cool. We're starting with Munich Garmisch part incursion. This scenario is by MG 1968, BR103 marked Fremdarbeit, I guess. And it's on the Munich Garmisch part incursion route using the BR103. Outside view while we wait. There you go. Apparently our lovely intercity loco has got freight trains behind it, but I guess that's reasonable. Right, we've got to wait, so we're clear to proceed, but we do have to proceed gently because the next signal is red. Right, we're in restricted monitoring, but I'm not going to race because we've got a red light just in front of us. I'm going to turn my fridge off so that it doesn't switch itself off and clunk all the USB devices. Dave, I think you mean the nut house of streamers. Yeah, so as Dave's just said, for those of you that, if you already know about Squirrel, and if you don't, how can you not? The Train Sim Live is now part of Squirrel's little team of streamers called the Nut House. So if you notice along the top of the screen, it should be saying that we're playing it on the Nut House. At some point, if you click on that link, put it in a new tab. And go and check out some of the other streamers on there. There's some really cool stuff going on. Squirrel's in the list, obviously, and there's some other well-known names in there as well. There's only about 6 or 7 channels, I think, 7 or 8 maybe, but it's there's not too many, and it's quality stuff. So go and give them a visit. Oh dear. Oh, we've got some action on the signals. It's a 40 limit going past. We've got a green yellow which also says 40 limit, and we have yellow distance, so we're good. Right. Probably an apt house for this stream, says Ed. You're quite right. Seaford has got an audible alarm. Yay! No, I adjusted it that way. And then I keep leaning forwards. Right, so let's let the camera down a little bit. There you go. Not that one, that one. Alright, we've got 40 limit. Let's act like it. What intercity goodness going over there? My little my train is jealous of this intercity goodness, of course, because it wants to be doing intercity stuff. Our next stopping point is Starnberg. Right. So we've got a flashing green light which tells us that we're okay to go through, but there's a reduced speed limit, I think. Yeah, 60. Hertz monitoring. So we're in restricted monitoring with 1000 Hertz, which means we've got... I don't know why we're in restricted monitoring. But never mind. I guess we are. Dark, that's bad to hear. Hope you're all okay. Aside from the injuries, of course. Right. I'm not purposefully ignoring everyone on the chat, by the way. It's just that the German scenarios tend to command a little more of my attention. Master Daniel's PC is broken. That's bad news. DTG Steve had plenty of time for Train Simulator. Good. Darkness broke himself into a million pieces. That's not so good. Right, so still a restricted speed limit. But we've come out of monitoring and stuff, so we can actually take the 60. Alright folks, we're on our way to 60. That was quite a nice little route around. A train with a steering wheel, yes. It's not an uncommon power arrangement. mph speed limit now. I can't remember what's on the schedule. Class 87 tomorrow. You're right, I've got no steam planned for the whole week. That's not good. Alright, I'll fix that. I will fix that. I will do some swapping around. We will have steam tomorrow. Accelerating to 120. Who's been enjoying the hot weather today? I haven't. I've been inside all day. Ed says, woot, one steam in a week. Well, you know what? With German, American, steam, electric, diesel, all these different types, it's difficult to get one of everything in if I'm only doing 2 a night. I have snuck in a third one tonight, it has to be said, because it was short, it looks looks like fun, so I threw it in the end. But yes, doing 2 a night doesn't mean we're not going to get through as much, sadly. But it means that I'm not going to be falling asleep during the day, which is probably a good thing. I have to say, this track IR5 is lovely and responsive. It picks up every little movement really nicely. Ed asks, what's the next tutorial going to be? That's a good question. What does everyone want the next tutorial to be? Route building. I can't do the route building one just yet. Steam trains. Loco buildings, isn't it, Co? Yeah. So, had follows from the Hunter Vision and Words Can Inspire. Thank you very much. We now have 1,100 followers. Epic! Thank you very much, everyone. I see YouTube's almost up to 1,100 as well, which is fabulous as well. Really appreciate the support. How to edit an existing timetable in game. What is it you want to try and achieve, Moggy? 10 kilometres to our next station. G-Force, I already did the tutorial for Track IR, it's on YouTube. Kilometers an hour by the next station. Oh, I didn't acknowledge it. Should have acknowledged it. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, that was a genuine me messed that one up. Alright. Let's get the brakes released. Right. Let's say I'm finding existing time double hard and you want to make it easier. Okay, so adjusting the timings. That's very interesting. Yeah, okay. I can definitely show you how to do that one. Moggy, can you join the Steam group and put that into the thread on tutorials? Because that would be an excellent one to cover. So press the PZB button on the times I don't need it. Well, at least we stopped. We slowed down to the 60. How to fail TS15 Matstar. I don't need to do that tutorial. I do that every day, probably 3 times a day. Kirkenstein, yes, I am driving a video with a steering wheel. So what does everyone think? I think there's a PZB dedicated failure video in the making, isn't there? Maybe you should have hit backspace. Yeah, good point. Okay, we can speed back up again now. Britannica, I did to Liverpool-Manchester twice last week. And they've actually been 2 of the most popular videos that I uploaded out to YouTube out of last week's as well. Oh, harsh, Seld. Harsh. True, but harsh. LNR and BR, how much did the track IR cost? This one actually was sent to me by Natural Point, since I'm demonstrating it on the show. So, nothing. I think normally on Amazon it's about 160 for the track clip version as well. So yeah, big thank you to Natural Point. I like both the Liverpool-Manchester scenarios last week. They were both very good. Henry Hoover says PZB is how I fail pretty much all the time. Kirkenstein, I don't think I can share that information. That's a bit private. Getting up to 140 now. Steinberg in 3 minutes, according to that. That is paid in DLC. People pretend to listen to me to shut me up. Oh, ouch, dog. Ouch. Oh, no, I haven't, Fringe. I completely forgot about them. Terry wants to know the fastest way to brake. Just wait until I get to another PZB thing. You'll find the brakes come on fairly quickly. Alright, slowing down for a 60 limit coming up. That's Starnberg. I've no idea what an FX8350 is, Britannica, if I'm honest. Is that an AMD card? If it is, then I'll rely on one of the AMD experts here to tell me. I've no idea what their performance is like. We've got plenty of time to come into Starnberg. We're running about 2 minutes early at the moment, so there's no sense in rushing. Right, coming into Starnberg, track 3. I just realised I think I've said ice at least twice so far and no one's picked me up on it. You're supposed to be correcting me, folks. Talent 2 unit over there. Stop here actually. It's close enough. Fringe Starlet says he thinks he's a risk to me being a professional streamer. I don't want to be a professional streamer. I've got a job, thank you very much. A job I really like. This is fun. Chat's going by too fast. I can't keep up. Cherry says, how can you keep that calm if you're getting a PZB break? I'm just a chilled person. Inwardly, I'm smashing everything around that there is to smash around, but... goes. We haven't got any screenshotness. We haven't got any headlights on. Simulation has been on a talent too. I'm slightly jealous. I need to go to Germany sometime and do some rail fanning. Get on some trains. I'll edge up to this signal. Come on, Mr. Signalman, give me my light. Kirkenstein, have you seen, there's a video, I can't remember where I saw it, of a couple of lads that tried to do the entire of the tube in one operating day of the tube. They didn't quite make it, I think. Visit every single tube station in one day, essentially. So it was quite something. I don't think they managed it. Green light. You still do the MSTS shuffle. I must admit I get tempted to. Why did I get a PZB on that light? That was green, or was it a restricted signal? It might have been a restricted aspect, I guess. I don't know anymore. Let's try this again. Bad. Oh, I was in 500 Hz monitoring, wasn't I? So it was a 25 kilometer limiter. Oh, quite right. Thank you, Thieberland. Right, next station is Wilhelm, track 2. Britannica, I honestly can't remember. I'm sure I remember seeing your name, but it was probably in the previous round of screenshots. Drop me a Twitch message and I'll go and have a look, because I've still got the previous slideshow, so I can go and find out if it was in there. And if it wasn't, then I'll get you to resend it to me. Right, now we've got 80. Cheers, Henry. Thanks for dropping in. I'm not going to crash because safety system will stop me from crashing. See you later, Henry. Matt, will there ever be an OMSI live stream on the channel, says Jerry. Probably not. Pretty much dedicated to streaming Train Sim. Hi, Toby Train Spotting. I'm not aware of any plans to extend in that way, but it's, to be honest, if I did know, I couldn't say anything anyway. So, best bet is to just keep an eye on Facebook. If there's anything worth knowing, it gets on the Dovetail Facebook. If there's anything worth knowing, it gets posted there. Panicking there that I couldn't see it. Dusty Bin Man, they have been updated starting from last week. No, they haven't been updated since last week though. I'm not going to update them all the time. I want to update, give all the slideshow sort of at least a couple of weeks, so that people get a chance for their screenshots to be shown. Simulation Nerd, I think you'll find that because the passenger trains have a higher priority than the freight train was simply asked to stop. The fact that it was a platform is largely irrelevant. Oh, 232 Ludmilla. Hey there, CAD. Welcome back. I just killed that AI. Yeah, well, he should have stayed behind the line, shouldn't he? French Stalin, I never drive with the cab light on. It's good for demoing things, if I want to show people and they need to see the cab, but when I'm driving, putting the cab light on makes it harder to see outside. Dave, yes, your two screenshots, including the Was4 Chief, are both in there. Well, indeed, Prince Stalin. Same as you don't drive the car with interior lights on either. 15 kilometres to our next waypoint. I've tried that now. Is that any better on the microphone volume? Red light in a kilometre. Yep, I'm gonna run on the red light. Oh, the desk lamp. You can turn the desk lamp on. That's the instruments. I can't remember how you turn the desk lamp on, but you can turn the desk lamp on. Aston Martin, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. You turn it on with backspace and shut it off with Control Z. Oh, we've got a comedian in the house. Taking over from Henry Hoover since he's gone. Where is it? Is it that one? Horn. Cabin desk light. There you go. That's the desk light. That's that. Oh, we got a green light while we're messing about. Now, remember, we got 25 km/h speed limit because we're in 500 Hz restrictive monitoring. That's better. Oh, 500 Hz has just ended. But we're still restrictive monitoring, which means we're in 45, I think. Due in at Wilhelm about a minute early at the moment. Hopefully we'll come out of restricted monitoring in a moment. BR420. Oh wow, all of the BR420s. Yep, all the BR420s. Oh, we're out of restriction, so we can speed up to the line speed. This scenario is by MG 1968. It is BR103 Macht Fremdarbeit. Badly pronounced by me as usual there. And it's on Munich to Garmisch Partenkirchen. Speedy little guy, yes, I did get your message about the American scenario, and I've subbed to it and will add it to my backlog of things to do. Because yes, it does look very good. I think that's why that other train was on that track, because that's not actually a double track, it was just two branch lines. Or a main line and a branch line, and the branch line just runs alongside for a while. Oh, it's crazy screenshot time again. Now we're going to get everyone saying, how did you pause the game like that? Press the pause break key. If you don't have a pause break key, then look up something called sharp keys. Because sharp keys will let you remap keys. So you could say make the print screen key into a pause button, for example. But yes, press the pause break key. Oh yes, as Steve says, make sure you're in the correct camera. Because if you're not in the correct camera, you can't change camera. Oh dear. Sifa's just going off. That's not going to end well, is it? Haha, check this out. This is almost worthy of fringe styling. Right. Right. Going down a 1 in 68 at the moment, just keeping us busy. Get advance warning of a distant, getting advance warning through a distant. Hey there, DCFC fan, welcome. Good to see you back again. What's our speed? 60. Alright, I should have spotted that from the last signal really, shouldn't I? Good to go. Yes, I'm approaching a bit gingerly, really. Green, yellow. We must be catching up with something. Is there any speed indicator on that? Yeah, there is. 60. Alright, let's get up to 60 then. 4 kilometers to our next waypoint. Mashing the D key to get it down. Right, that's better. Now we've got power. No, don't go too fast. 60, not 160. Ah, now we're at 110. However, the last signal was a green-yellow, so we probably need to be aware of that. So, given the last signal was a green-yellow, I'm not going to go too fast, because that probably means the next signal is a red. Coming into Wilhelm Bay. Sort of advanced sneaky peek at this signal. Now the good thing is when Steve's here, no one watches the stream, so I can fail as much as I like. Okay, our home signal is going to let us in, that's good. We've got a call on signal. Oh no, that's the next line over. We've got a an expect stop. And we're now officially late. That's fine, I've been taking it easy. You have to have a drink in a minute, my throat's gone all funky. Oh dear. ICA. Got it right that time. Right. We're obviously running late here, which is why the signal's not red, but never mind. Scenario says I have to stop, so stop I shall. Oh, that's better. Garmisch. Van Horido, West Coast Main Line over Shap was another one, and West Coast Main Line North was another one. And he also helped out on Western Line, on West Highland Line extension. He did a lot of work on that as well. Restrictive monitoring with no magnets, so 40 kilometers now. Right, we're out of monitoring now, so we can speed up. 46 kilometers, the half an hour final stop. Hey there, Panzer. I'm doing very good, thank you. I'm just catching the odd thing on the chat. It sounds like there's an awful lot of plotting against me going on here. It could be interesting. I'm going to be suspicious now of every scenario recommendation. I'm obviously slouching. think I need to move the track AR thing. It can't see me if I turn left. That's because it's over here. Shush. Hey there, Tornado Ben. Darkness, keep firing over the scenario recommendations so that I can get them onto my backlog spreadsheet. Crikey, everything going off at once here. 60 kilometers an hour at the next signal. No, don't want emergency. That's better. Tornado Ben, you can see the train in a minute, yes. Let me just see what this signal is going to do to me. I think the signals have just got it in for me at this point. We're changing lines, that's why. Jordan, glad to see you in Train Sim and having moved over. Nice one. I'm glad the videos are really useful as well. That is exactly why I do them. Right. Another little scene going on here. I think I need my train to proceed further down the track. That'll do. Come out of the bushes. Dang it. Oh well. The bushes are confounding things. Make it look like the 103 is going into the bucket. Yeah, let's do that. Anyway. Green light, excellent. Couple of 294s sitting over there. Oh, bicycle sitting there waiting for me to get past him. I like the little attentions to detail. I assume they're actually been done by the author of the scenario. Must admit, I can't remember seeing them previously on the route. Right, we can speed back up to good speed now. No, it's not go that fast. And thank you to Jodlan for following, much appreciated. It's not calling them out because on the stream because the MooBot has got a setting which is there to prevent spammers and trolls from causing trouble, and of course what it does basically is if your account is relatively new it won't announce it. So unfortunately that means the genuine new user isn't getting announced, so I do apologise. Nice one, Phil. That's really good to hear. It's always good to know that the tutorials are actually helping people. Cows on the road over there. Some farmer's not going to be too happy. Stream is normally 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours if I make a big mistake. They just seem like 15 hours to Steve. Metra, go and have a look at the Steam group. Lots of information there. Moggy, watched the GP20 tutorial. It went straight on his wish list. Awesome. It's a lovely loco. I really like all the little behaviours. I really like running it in the cold so that you get the misting up of the windows. That's really cool. Reduced speed limit to 60. It's Bob of Hearts. Welcome, Bob. So I've dropped the speed down to 60 a little bit too fast, but oh well. So again, this is because we're taking the loop line to go around a train in the platform by the looks of it. Talent. I tell you what, there's a lot of digging going on this line today. Right, now we can speed back up again. 30 kilometres, so we've done 10 kilometres of this bit now. Britannica, have you heard of the 4DD train? Look it up on Google. That was Britain's one and only attempt at a double-decker train. Now is coming up. Yeah, it was a bullied train on the Southern Railway. Here's the only one with the balls to give it a go. Even then it didn't really work. Mind you, I can see why, given how cramped it looked. Looks like there's no... oh, we've got a flashing green light coming up. What's our speed indicator restriction down to? 80. Tungsten ring boilers, it was a 4DD, as in 4-car double-decker. Stephen Jam, when making a, how does one go about making the GPS things on the side? I need to do a tutorial on that. It's not trivial, but I can certainly do a tutorial on it. Flashing green means I've got a green signal in terms of blocks, but I've got a reduced speed aspect. I think it's 80 kilometers an hour or below makes it flash. And you have to acknowledge it with PZB. If you with PZB knowledge, if you don't acknowledge it, then the train, all the brakes come on. Yet another instance where the German train wants just doing everything it can to put the brakes on. And we're back on a 1 in 38. Oh, that's fun. So as some people are talking about on the chat, the giveaway system has been changed. I'm not going to be doing a giveaway tonight. There'll be one giveaway per week, and there'll be a mega giveaway on that one day, rather than having 5 singles. Details are on the Steam group. Tungsten boilers. Did I design the 4DD? I wish I could design trains and get them on the real tracks. I don't care if they were ugly. What might cause reduced aspect if block is clear? The reduced aspect or the reduced speed is because usually because you're crossing junctions somehow, and you're going across a limited speed area of track, and that's then reflected by the signal. So the signalling controls speed a lot more in Germany. Whereas British, it doesn't really directly control your speed. There are implied speeds, but in Germany they're enforced. Oh, we're getting there. Oops. We went into the 120, but we haven't actually got the rest of the train in there yet, so we're still speeding. Now we can speed up. Having sped up, we're going to get slowed back down to 80 again. That's nice. Just given up trying to keep up with the chat. I look over and I can catch snippets every now and again. Cheers, JM1260. Green light at the end of the platform. Good, good. Yeah, I do like this this route, Phil. It is very pleasant. Start off in the busy Munich, and then you end up in the mountains. I'm quite enjoying this scenario. This is actually really nice. There's a bit busy. The PZB is quite busy. Some nice speed limit changes that mean you've got to keep driving the train rather than just setting it on and falling asleep until it finishes. Guys, I wonder whether we should try and make Nebworth a trending tag. If everyone posts messages on Twitter using hash Nebworth every time they do, let's see if we can get Nebworth to be a thing. That'd be funny. No on Twitter, Connor and everybody. No point posting it on here. It won't become anything on here. Session low coming up. Tweeted already, nice one, Alan. Right, reduced speed ahead down to 60. Be a statue for Matt in Nepworth. 60 kilometers at this signal, 60 kilometers at the next one. Again, the 60 kilometers is because because we're being taken diverted through on the loop, rather than being allowed to go straight through. Down to 14.8 kilometers now. We're running a couple of minutes behind schedule, but I don't care, I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, you're right, Phil. It'll be, the plaque will read something like, he's still looking for somewhere to park. Metros, do I ever put anything on Google Plus? I don't, but I possibly should do, shouldn't I? What browser do I use? I use a mixture of Chrome and Firefox. Why would I use Internet Explorer? I haven't actually used Internet Explorer in years. Just created a Twitter just so you can do #network. That's awesome. Solid UK, the #1 browser for downloading a better browser. Class act. Class. But yeah, it's pretty much the only time I've ever used IE in the last couple of Windows versions is to download Chrome. Who's going to have a play with the new one? I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, the new version. I want to say the new version of IE because there is no IE anymore. The new browser that's got a logo that looks remarkably like the Internet Explorer logo. 12 kilometers. Good night, LNR and BR. Project Spartan, yes, but it's actually got a name now. I can't remember what the name is, but I did hear the other day that Spartan's got a name. And a really logo that if you look in the negative space, it looks like a shower head pouring water into a sink or something bizarre. We don't have restricted speed on this signal, that's good. Well, no, Cortana is their speech interface thing, like Siri. I'm sure the name begins with an E. Edge, that's it. Persevere, it's got it. It's called Edge. Got a fixed distant drop to 60 coming up at the next signal, so I'm just going to gently slow down. Coming into Oberau. Siri, French Starline has been friend zoned by Siri. That's awesome. But I think, Darkness, if everyone reviewed a product as being, it's not always that bad, it probably wouldn't be a glowing review, is it? Alright, speed up to 100. How is being friend zoned by Siri awesome? It's awesome that you found out that you've been friend zoned. I don't actually know anybody who's asked. It's good to know what it does. Mood hornage. Really want to know why it's doing that. Patient. Cheers, Steve. Thanks for joining. Oh, we've got a restriction speed coming up. Oh, there we go. We're going into Garmisch Park negation anyway. Do believe this is it. Yep. 40 kilometers an hour. Fringe styling? Probably not. Cheers, Speedy. Thanks for joining this evening. I'll try and get that scenario done sometime this week. That's a good one. Well, it looks like a good one. 101 over there on a regional, or on, yeah, on an IC. And a Talon 2. Shush. Coming in late, but meh. Oh, Fringe Darling, mean, mean. I guess I deserved that, but mean. Hertz because they're coming up to the red. And that is it. Oh, okay. So we didn't make that one because we were too late at a couple of the station stops. But I don't know about you, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was really good. Awesome Meal 21, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Aston Martin 94, I don't recall if I said anything, but thank you. Right, now, what's number 2? What is number 2? Friends of the Sea go